everybody. It's Halloween and it's your girl, Bird.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy T'Challa, Black Panther. Whew, that's hot, this thing.
And of course, we are your hosts that do the absolute most for Bird and the Tree podcast. So, everybody, this is the long awaited Face Your Fears episode. We're going to bring it to you tonight. So, we've got a special guest on here tonight to kind of talk through his fears when it comes to starting a business, right? So, when we talk about Face Your Fears, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Halloween haunted house. That's cool. But tonight, we're going to be talking about facing your fears, being a business entrepreneur, and we'll have our guest on here, Mally Mal. But before we get to our guest, I have to let my host tell y'all about his scary story. So, Tree, over to you. Yeah, a nut.
Hey, so look. So, a lot of people ask. Now, I don't know if you've seen the first promo video that we did, but if you didn't, go back and watch it. But I kind of give you, cliff notes real quick. Pretty much what happened was I was at another house, the house before the house I'm in now, and I heard some noises downstairs. Okay. Now, I didn't know what it was. So I grabbed my baseball bat and, like one of those scary movies, I kind of crept downstairs and, see if I, seen anything. But the funny thing about it is, it was in the kitchen. So I had my bat, I was downstairs, I kept hearing the noise. It was like a door was like, somebody come in your house, that kind of, the door is making that noise when they're opening it up. And I get to the door and I look, it wasn't nothing but some roaches sitting in my kitchen, sitting around there chilling, making noise, opening up the door, going in and out. Now, look, the thing is, I don't really understand why, because my house was clean, but you know how it is, around here in North Carolina, you get them roaches come all through and, they call them water bugs. Well, that's what it was. It wasn't nothing crazy, nothing like that. I wasn't no ghost, because I know that's what a lot of people thought was a ghost.
Oh,
none of that. None of that at all. So,
hey, you know what? That's just as scary though. Listen.
Hey,
I don't do bugs, okay? I don't care what you call it. I don't care if it's a water bug, a palmetto bug, or a roach. Let me tell you. Okay? I don't like any of them. And we have some big ones here in South Carolina. Like, I'm not kidding. There was one in my garage. Looked like a little miniature mouse.
I'm telling
so
you.
Big, my cat ran away. And she kills everything. But it ran towards her and she was like, Mom, I'm out.
You might need a new cat. Your cat ran away from the bugs. Like them cats will be killing everything.
I'm out, Mom. This is on you. You got it.
That's
but
hilarious.
No, for real. No. But tonight, for real, we have a really, really special guest coming up. Like, he is no kidding, the brains behind our production.
Correct.
And he has a real daytime job that is not Crucial Studios LLC, but he has spent a lot of time, his blood, sweat, and tears, and he is my cousin. So I am just excited about his ventures and kind of where he's going and just kind of what he's doing. So we're going to have him on. If my host is ready, we can bring him in.
Right, let's bring him in. Let's bring in the big dog, Mally Mal.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
Fuck that, cuz.
What's going on, cuz?
What's good, bro?
Man, it's another day, chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all see his cybercom setup over there?
That dude's serious. For real.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Trying to run the world. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, one step at a time.
One show at a time, right? One town at a time.
Hey, turn up.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
So before you came on, TJ or Mally, whatever you're going by today. But but we were just talking about how you're pretty much the brains behind this whole operation. This is pretty much your dream, and we just riding on your dream. And so tonight's episode is obviously Face Your Fears. And so tonight we want to talk about you facing your fears, becoming a business owner, and becoming a business owner while you already have a full-time, job that you do, all the time, and you've been doing for the last 19-ish years. And so, with that, I guess, how did this whole business venture start for you?
Well, it started back when we was kids, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? It was like really innocent. It was just basically like we created comic book characters, you know what I'm saying? And then we just started thinking to ourselves, like, you know what? Let's do a comic book. We didn't have not a daggone clue about what in the world was going on. You know what I'm saying? We was little. We saw Stan Lee, we saw the Marvel comics and all that type of stuff, and we was like, hey, let's try to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? And so it started from there. Eventually, after that, I started picking up other things as far as like music goes. So I started doing music. Then we put that in there. You know what I'm saying? I've always knew how to draw as a young age, you know what I'm saying? Started with Darkwing Duck, Ninja Turtles, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like everybody
real cartoon.
Hey, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, you know what I'm
my
saying?
goodness.
Shoot.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
but then, it just over time, you know what I'm saying, just picking up other little deals along the way or whatnot, to where today, you know what I'm saying, this year, I was like, you know what, let's try to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I still don't have a clue for the most part, but I did do my research and everything like that. And so just gathering all of that, just listening to other people's stories. I tune into other podcasts or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get knowledge up as much as I can, and after that, it was, that was it. I just wanted to try to come up with something for the most part. That was it.
And so I think a lot of people know that they have talent, and a lot of people know that they want to do something probably other than working for somebody else. But let's be honest, there's a lot to consider when you're starting a business. So for you, when it comes to kind of facing your fear head on and say, okay, no, today I'm going to do this. How did you kind of deal with the challenges of, the setbacks, and then going forward with, no, today's the day. We're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like let's rewind time to like 2010 when I was about to start it up now, And I think at this point in time, only thing I had under my belt, when I had all the three skills that I mentioned before under my belt, I tried to do it, but like I said, that time definitely was a false start. I didn't have a damn clue what the hell was going on, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, me trying to perfect the craft of it, you know what I'm saying? It definitely was not there. So I had to sit myself down, and I was like, look, you're not it right now. You know what I'm saying? You need to work on your craft. So for the most part, as far as like just the fears of all of it, was that, is the product and services that I'm trying to put out there, is it going to be good enough? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then at the same time too, behind that though, is just actually taking that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? And then the way that I did it was that I surrounded myself with folks that I love, number one, and that I trust, number two. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I was like, well, shoot, I know if I fail, they got my back regardless. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Some people say that family and business don't mix. I tend to look at it a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we both know each other's strengths and weaknesses. We both know how to get on each other's nerves. You know what I'm saying? We can
You're not talking about me.
Speak freely to each other. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, everybody's going to love each other no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that stigma, so I threw that all the way out the door. You know what I'm saying? but there is a lot of fears, because mainly it's just the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a first-time business owner, you know what I'm saying? Sheesh, man, there's so much daggone stuff. And then not only that, you're trying to balance a lot of stuff, which I ain't gonna lie, mine is like way out of whack. You know what I'm saying? Personal, business, professional, all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's hectic as all get out. So yeah, it's a lot of those types of fears, but I think that just pushing through, being humble, or for the most part, that it eventually it'll find, you know what I'm saying, a way to come about being pretty good or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So we know where you were in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
We know where you are today.
Mm-hmm.
What do you envision this looking like whenever? What is your, if you said this is my end goal, you know, what is your end goal, or when do you get to a point where you say, yeah, we've done it. We've hit my definition of success?
Too easy. I'm glad you asked that question. You know what I'm saying? I got a good answer for you. So the 6 people that well, actually 5 people, 6 of us total, including Bird over there, you know what I'm talking about. Basically I set everybody down. And the main things was 3 things that I wanted out of it, you know what I'm saying, out of Crucial Studios, you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to establish generational wealth for our kids and other folks that we are doing business with. I wanted to close the race wealth gap. And then at the same time, I wanted to be Black owned, Black operated, and Black independency for the most part.
What's up?
That's my fam.
Wakanda forever.
Oh yeah. For the most part. And that's just the initial phase of the end state for the most part. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, bringing in like-minded individuals, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get them to where they need to be for the most part. You know, that's basically it.
Hey, what you got over there?
Hey man, hey look man, first of all, I want to say, you know, a shout out again to TJ just for the simple fact that, like he said, he's, at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, from knowing TJ, you know, back in the day, he want everybody to eat. And that's just how it is. If he bring you on the team, then it's not like he's going to get big head and be like, well, you know, I did all this. It's a team thing. If I'm eating, you eat. And that's how I see it with TJ. And I think, you know, when it comes to a successful business, that's the type of people that you need around you. So, hey, man, shout out to you. Of course,
Appreciate it, man.
hey, man, thanks to, like Bird said earlier, you know, putting all this stuff together is big. But I have a question, man, like, you know, with how you have everything set up, with, you know, how you said that, you failed. But then, you know, you kind of set back and was like, okay, look, let me kind of, you know, shift things a little bit and try it this way. Now, me personally, like, I was thinking about starting an OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to start an OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? What should I start at, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what should I do?
Well, you gotta start the OnlyFans, though. You might, you know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm talking about? Get on that jump with some speedos, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Establish the tier 1, tier 2,
tier 2.
You know what I'm saying? With a good little price, you know what I'm saying? There you go. You know, you got them.
Hey, I'm gonna get something made to put Bird in the Tree podcast when the logo's up there. You know what I'm saying?
I want no parts. I want no parts in it.
Hell no.
You can be the tree without the bird in it. Okay, I don't want no parts.
Oh, what's over here?
I don't want no parts. This is just the foolery. The foolery.
Hey, for real though, y'all know goodness well I won't be serious the whole time. I gave my little serious piece, and then that was it.
Hey, that's why I definitely wanted to do something with you.
Hey,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Hey, but seriously, all joking aside though, man, we really appreciate you. I know I do, big time, because we done hit TJ up all times of the night. Hey, man, how we do this? How we do that?
And sending 30 messages in 5 minutes.
Hey, because what y'all folks don't know, Bird and TJ do not work.
Oh my God,
I'm the only one that works. I'll be at work and I look down at my phone and it's like 30, 40 messages. I got to scroll back through and look and see what's going on. I have no clue. They done came up with a whole plan over there and I just jump in and just be like, hey, whatever y'all want to do, I'm down for it. But seriously though, at the end of the day though, that's what type of team this is though. So, hey, they know what they're doing. Hey, I jump in, I'm good. You know, so it's a great team. It's a great team, like for real.
So clearly my cousin did not talk to me in 2010. But No worries. It's 2020.
Well,
It's
2020. Like I said, I did not have none of this stuff together. To be honest with you, I was fine from all different angles, and no, that wasn't happening back in 2010.
Yeah, 2000.
Well, and I think that's what's important though is some people try to start something when the time is not right. They always say timing is everything. And I think what's important though is understanding that you didn't fail because you didn't have the talent, or you didn't fail because you didn't have it in you to be able to be successful. It just timing wasn't right. Life was happening, and it just like that was not the time to try to add something else on there. And you didn't have a full team around you either who could, 2010, I was having babies, right? So, it just wasn't the time. And I think that's what the most important thing for people to understand is, like, if you don't get it right the first time, understand where you failed and then work on those failures to make success, because with risk does come reward. So there is some risk that you always have to take.
Yep.
But that also means with great success comes many failures. So it's just a matter of being able to hone in on those failures and then using those failures as motivation to keep moving. And I think that's what you did. And so on those same lines, if there's people out there who really, want to start a business, like, what is some advice or what is some information that you can give them to maybe help them get started?
First, do it. Some people stay hung up like, man, you know what? I should do a business or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And right there, that's where mostly I say about more than majority of folks are stuck at. Just do it.
Yeah.
That's basically it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now, I agree with that. And the reason why is because me personally, as you guys know, when it came to videography, photography, I knew the name of the business. I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know how to go about doing it. And that was my issue. Like, I was always kind of, should I, like double dutch? Should I step out there? Should I do it? Should I do it? But honestly, just with us doing what we're doing now, hey, let's get it. Like, that little bit of motivation, that little bit of push. Like, hey, you got to start somewhere. At the end of the day, you got to start somewhere. Know that you're going to fail. It's going to happen. You're going to fail, but you're going to learn from that. You're going to learn from your mistakes, and you're going to bounce back, better than ever. So
exactly.
So that makes a lot of sense. I might fail with OnlyFans, but eventually I'm gonna be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all watch out for my OnlyFans. Y'all watch out for my OnlyFans. It's coming.
Circle back to this OnlyFans.
Man, up the transitions is swollen.
Hey, right?
What? And listen, I am not gonna kill your dream. I will not be a fun snatcher today. Just don't put my name on it. It's okay. I don't want to make money from that one. It's fine. I'm okay with that. But no, in all seriousness, motivation is really contagious, right? So once you see someone else get motivated to do something and then it sticks, it's kind of motivation to be like, wait a minute, I can do that. And to me, I feel like that's why representation matters. And so what you're doing as, a Black man, as a, father, to be able to say all of that is important, but I want to do X, Y, and Z. To show people you can do multiple things. You don't have to sit your whole life aside to start a business. You don't have to be homeless and broke first before you start a business. You just start small, save your pennies, do what you can. And when you can do more, you do more. And so showing people that you don't have to hit the lottery to start a business, I think is really important, and definitely in the Black community, because I think some of us think that is not obtainable. We think that we have to be a professional athlete, or we think that, we have to be a movie star or a singer. Like, we don't understand how we can take our basic talents and then just build upon that and have a team. Man, that team is your circle. Yeah. That circle is so important, because just like positivity spreads, so does negativity. So if you got some Debbie Downers in your circle and telling you that it's not going to work and you can't do it, and that's not helpful. It's not going to be helpful for you, but it's not going to be helpful for anybody. And that becomes infectious and toxic. And so I think having a positive representation of someone who had a plan and stuck to the plan and keep it moving. You're going to adjust. You have to adjust because life does happen. So you make those adjustments where you need to. Something new technology is going to come out, and we'll figure out how to weigh the hologram, all in at the same time versus doing it over this vector. So you have to switch and adjust. And, as people migrate to different platforms, you have to figure out how to migrate to those different platforms to catch the people that you want to catch. And so I think all of that is definitely a game, but representation does matter. So I appreciate the opportunity, because I'll be honest, when you started the business and my husband was talking about, we're going to do this. I was just the secretary. I'm just hearing, like, I want no parts. I pay into it. But when y'all get big, let me know. Because right now, like, I just didn't feel like I had the capacity to do it. But then kind of seeing how motivated you were, like, no, we can do this. Like, no, I think you'll be great at this. Like, no, I think this is you. And for anybody who knows me, I can talk to the wall for hours. That's fine. I don't even need a whole audience. And so, so motivational speaking, giving people a message, a word, making people feel great about themselves, that's something I have always wanted to do. And here's the platform for it. And so your motivation, your want to, like, yes, let's do this, that helped me go, you know what? I can do this. And then once I started telling other people about, hey, we're going to be doing this, the support was crazy. Like, absolutely. Like, yes, I'm down. You should do that. I would definitely listen. Let me know what it is. Send me your links. I will listen. I'll buy your stuff. And it was like, wow. And just talking about it, people said that they felt motivated just hearing about the idea of the podcast. So I'm thankful for you, sticking to it and then trying to pull everybody else and say, no, get on this cloud. We all getting ready to ride. Equally, we're going to ride and we're going to eat. And I think that's important. So I definitely appreciate you for that, because here I am with this other nut up here. Trying to make it happen. But but this is good. But I'm glad you were able to, come on the show, because I know you're super busy, because you do have 10,000 things that you are legitimately trying to do at one time.
Trying to. That's my main thing right now, is just trying to get all that stuff organized for the most part,
You got a lot on your plate, bro, but you're doing a good job, man. We really appreciate it,
man. I'm glad y'all definitely stepped up and ran this jump, because I was like, me doing a podcast, bro. No, that ain't going to happen.
Hey, like I said before, I was just trying to sit back and chill. Y'all just bring me on the show, just let me talk a little bit, and then that's it.
Right. But you still chilling?
I mean, for the most part, I do a little behind the scenes stuff, here and there. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, y'all still chill.
Technical support.
You're right. But we can't all be like Bird over there, and just come up here and just see what she got to say, do a little motivational piece, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me interject though.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
So, hey, Bird, did you list your credential to these folks? I don't think they understand what they messing with around here. So you too, Tree.
No, I did not do that. So first of all, let me okay. Anyway, so I do have a bachelor's in political science with a concentration in public administration. I also have a master's in international business. And I also have a PhD in industrial and organizational psychology. So I do know a little bit of something about a little bit of something. And then my full-time job, I interview people all the time. We do podcasts. We do different vectors with media engagement and civil engagement. So this is kind of right on up my alley from the psychology standpoint, as well as, my full-time job. But those are my credentials. And I'm just a mom and everything else, and a wife. So that gives me like...
Get them, cousin.
I'm going to just bring up the rear. I just got a GED. That's it. I'm joking. Hey, I got a bachelor's degree in information technology, minor in homeland security. But I deal with people every day. Customer service. So,
he's an actor.
Can you hear me now?
I've done acting. Yeah. Can you hear me now? I've done acting. I've done modeling. I have posters, Mountain Dew cans, commercials, all the good
What
stuff.
about the don't do drugs joint?
Yeah, that's my recycling campaign. I know a lot of you
That's
guys,
what it was.
y'all remember that. I had posters up everywhere in the schools and all that good stuff.
Ooh,
Back in the day,
TJ,
you know,
we will get those clips.
no,
We will
you're not.
get those
No, you're
clips.
not. You can't find them. They're gone. Actually, you know what?
Find them.
I take it back. I take it back.
Facebook.
No. I take it back. I had found it on MySpace. I was able to log into my MySpace probably a year or so ago, and I had them up there. And I was like, well, cool. I'm just going to take them off and try to save them or whatever.
Mhm.
And then I lost all my MySpace information. Can't get back in or anything. But that was the last place I seen them. I went on YouTube. Can't find them up there either. They're gone.
That's funny,
So that's it. But I do have the Mountain Dew cans. I still got the posters and all that good stuff. I had like 2 chains around my neck. I had the little sparkling
God.
belt. You remember the sparkling belt with your name on it? I had
Y'all
that.
ain't never been famous. Never.
I thought I was gonna be famous. I thought I was gonna move to LA, but my parents was like, "Boy, you ain't going nowhere. You staying right here in school."
Tree, you can still go to LA.
I could still go to LA just to sightsee. And ain't nothing else gonna happen if I go over there.
You being too modest, man. On his own photography company. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man, I do what I can on the low. You know, I ain't doing too much
Does video production.
on the
Come
low.
on now.
I ain't doing. You know, I just sit back and chill. Hey, look, like I said, if I can just make people smile, laugh, hey, I'm good. That's
Mhm.
that's.
So
it
in
for
other
me.
words, we got real talent. Real talent. We didn't just, wake up one day and go, let's try this out.
That's facts.
No,
That's facts.
no, we actually been doing this for a while. We just didn't have the motivation
And
at
then
the time
and then TJ
to put it
came through.
together.
Came through.
Yeah,
He
you know what I'm
motivated
saying?
us. You know.
Yeah.
So we got a
Now,
strong
if I can
team.
just get that husband of mine motivated to do something,
Oh.
that will be the relationship series coming up next
Hey.
month, okay?
A good topic on that relationship series. Should you and your significant other stay together before you get married?
We'll have to talk about that because I have some thoughts. We need to talk about it.
We definitely need to talk
But that
about
will be coming up in November. Stay tuned for November. We are doing our relationship series. Get you a book, a pen, marker, chalk, whatever you need to take note. We will definitely have some couples on there. And listen, it's opinionated, but I do have a really good friend who does couples counseling, who's going to be on there. So she's going to give you her opinion based off of the counseling that, that she does. And not just her opinion, but I mean, she's a doctor as well. So she's going to give you the information, the stats from what she sees in her job along the way. But if nothing else, it should be very much like comedic. It should be a lot of comedy.
It should.
Yeah. We can't wait for that. So make sure you stay tuned in. Marilyn Mal, TJ, my cousin. Thank you again. We are so glad that you were able to join us today. Keep pushing, keep encouraging other people to push. We are right there with you with representation and generational wealth. That is important. And one more little plug. Y'all know it is still October. Vote. However you need to vote. I mailed in my absentee ballot finally. I'm going to check the website, make sure it got there. But I did my part. It seemed like it took a lot, and I had to go through a whole bunch of just extra hurdles for no reason this year. Don't know why, but it didn't matter. I was going to go through all them hurdles. I was seriously considering driving down to Alabama if I could not get my absentee ballot, because I was going to vote.
Makes sense. I definitely went and voted. So y'all already know here in North Carolina, make sure you go vote, and vote again. Oh, you can only vote.
Well, don't vote that many times. You're going to jail.
Yeah. Just don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. You'll be in jail, and I ain't got the money to get you out. So vote at least just one time.
All right, Tree, before we get off of here, you got any words of wisdom? I know you like to leave with a word or two.
Let me get my hair up my face.
Oh, I got you.
What y'all want to know? All right, so look. If any of you are out there and you don't know who to turn to, you look to your left, no one's there. You look to your right, no one's there. And maybe you ain't got nobody to talk to. That's it. Hey, y'all be easy. This was episode 2. Face your fears. We coming with that heat next month. Take care.
Peace, y'all.